Good morning, 8th grade. How'd you make out on your quiz yesterday, or did you just do it this morning? How are you working your lessons? Yeah, it'd be good to hear. Do you just do a lesson every day, like I put them on? Or do you skip Tuesday and then do two today on Friday? Yeah, I don't care. I hope you did well on your quiz. I'll bring them back this weekend and I'll check them. And then we'll see whether you're ready to move on. So until then, do lesson 11. Put your assignment up here. Lesson 11, 8th grade math. That sounds simple enough? Well, today, let me tell you what we're doing. We're doing something that's just about like equations. Matter of fact is, it's identical to equations the way you figure them. The only thing that's different, got it? The only thing that's different is when you multiply or divide by a negative number, you flip the inequality. Okay, you read your directions there. I'm not going to go over that. Don't rush down to there, okay? Read them carefully so you understand them. Don't just skip over because I've explained it on the video. No, you read that carefully, and the black box is what I'm telling you. Watch out. It's a dark box. Remember the exclamation point. Remember, that is a vital key point. So read that thing 10 times. And if you still don't have it, read it 10 more. And you still won't have read it too many times. Maybe even read it 10 more. If you got that figured out, 30 times won't be too many. You have to understand that. So let me talk about the problems here. Instead of an equal sign, you have an inequality sign, which is, I don't know how it used to be. I always use this term, the alligator is going to eat you. So, but you figure the problem just like if it would be the equal. The equal. The thing that I'm telling you that's different is when you get down here to the answer, if you multiply or divide by a negative number, when you get to the answer, you have to reverse it. Okay? You see right now, the alligator is going that way. And when you get to the answer, if you multiplied or divided by both sides, you have to go, he's going the other way. How do you like that one? I won't do it again because I can't. Ready to go. Here's the first problem. You have x over negative 3 subtract 4 inequality negative 1. Okay, so the first thing we do is the opposite is to get rid of the 4. To isolate to eliminate the 4, you have to bring him over here. So you add 4. He's negative 4, so you plus 4. You come over here plus 4 to negative 1. Who knows that answer? Don't say 5 because you got a negative answer here. Oh yeah, just 3. You see, I'm just going to poke you, just let you a little bit. Okay, so we've got rid of the 4. We brought him over here. We've added him. Now we have 3. If the inequality is still coming this way, really don't pay attention. You can have the equal sign there. Now you have x over 3. I brought the x over 3 down. Okay, so you know that this is division. So the way you get rid of that, you multiply. 3 times 3. So what? Actually, you multiply negative 3. I put the times sign here. Maybe I should have put a dot there. I think that'd be more appropriate. 3 times 3. So that brings you with the x by itself. Bring your x here. You can't see when I stand like this, can you? I don't like it this way either. That brings x here. See, I brought the x down 3 times 3. Now I come over here, and I had to go 3 times negative 3. I had negative 3 here to eliminate this, cross it out. 3, I got the plus sign again, or the negative, or times sign. It's supposed to be dots in algebra. 3 times 3 is 9, and your opposite signs, we have negative 9. Look what I did. X now is greater than negative 9. You see, when I flip that over from here, I had to flip it to there. So when you get to the answer, because I had a negative that I multiplied on both sides, I had to flip the answer. You only do it for multiplication and division. If you do adding and subtracting, if it only been this adding and subtracting, you would have not flipped it. Okay? It's only for multiplication and division, which I think most of your problems are that way today, if not all of them. Okay, let me give you another example. A second example is, turn around here so I'm right. Negative 3n plus 7 is greater than 13. Okay, follow me quickly here. Plus 7 is not hard. Subtract 7 from 13 makes you 6. So now I have 3n, 6 is greater than negative 3n. This is multiplication, so isolate the n, divide 3 into 3. So that brings me out n, negative 3 into 6. Don't pay any attention to the negative side, just divide 3 into 6, it's 2. But because it's opposite terms, it's negative 2, look what I did. Zoop. Turned him around. I had to make the alligator go the other way. Okay, one more example yet. Now these aren't in your book, okay? So these are just examples, and so don't say duh. No, you have to know them. Let me turn it like this. Okay, you got negative 3 plus 2 greater than 8. So I subtract 2 to eliminate it. Subtract 2 from 8 makes me 6. So now I have 3n greater than 6. Okay, this here is a division. It's multiplying. Divide 3 into 3, 3 into 6. Come up with the same answer, but here again, I flipped. So this answer over here was the same as this answer. And look what I did. Because I multiplied I divided on both sides with a negative number, I had to flip it. N is greater than negative 2. Now, let me do one of your problems. How you like that one? You'll pay attention now, won't you? If I do one that's in your book, which one you want to do? Get the biggest one or the hardest one. No, don't put me on the spot like that. Why don't you get me the easiest one? That's the one I want to do. Since this is Friday, you get to skip 5 B's. So 5B problems you get to skip, or you can't skip on the first part. So maybe I should do, I don't know. Do you want me to do the B? That almost looks like fun. Is y4 negative 8 greater than 12? y4 negative 8 greater than 12. Did I copy B right? I'm doing 1B. y4 greater than 12. Yeah. Okay, I got my big old alligator here. And the next one I'm going to is negative 12, so I'm going to 8, I'm going to plus 8. And then I'm going to come over here. What I do on this side, that gets rid of him. I got a plus 8 here. Okay, 8 plus 12 is 20, right? That's not too big a deal. Okay, alligator him. I've got y over 4. Okay, so this is dividing. That means I multiply it, right? So I got to multiply 4 times 4. That brings me down to y. And what you do on one side, you have to do on the other side, so you have to multiply. I'm going to do it down here. How you like that? 4 is 0, 2 4s is 80. Wow! And, of course, I got the alligator. Which way do I make the alligator? Let's see. He's going this way, so I go this way, right? Oh, let me check the answer key. Wrong! You see why it's wrong? Because there was no negative or positive numbers multiplied. Yeah, look at this. There's no negative numbers. So positive, you have to have a negative number to do that. So the alligator sign stays the same. It's only when you multiply or divide negative numbers. Does that make sense? I want to do that one specifically to catch you off guard. So not every time do you flip the alligator. Not every, it's inequality. There we go. I should stop saying alligator. It's the inequality. The inequality, the only time you flip it is if you multiply or divide by a negative number. Have fun, and I will see you next week.